Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers third party review. In today's video we're taking a look at the latest offering from Iron Factory. This is part of their EX line. This is the EX-29 RUSHBEATS, aka Legends Scale Jazz. And doesn't he look snazzy? Pretty much what we would come to expect from an Iron Factory box. We've got the jazz colorings along the side there, along with some imagery. And on the back there we have the Iron Factory QR code, which links through to their Weibo. And we have various different images of Jazz. And here we have him out of his plastic prison. What a gorgeous, vibrant little figure. I didn't really intend to pick up any of the Autobot vehicles. I don't know, they've kind of just passed by me. Then I saw Bobby's review on some of them as well, and I saw Jazz up on Robot Kingdom, and I thought, oh, okay, yeah. Jazz was one of my favourite characters as a kid, and I love all the different variations of the Masterpiece Jazz, and to get a figure looking this good at this scale, it is very welcome indeed. Now I know that people like Magic Square and that are doing kind of like mini masterpieces, but for me, this ticks a lot of those boxes. Getting up close and personal, love the sculpt. That's a really nice looking face sculpt on Jazz. We do have quite a nicely filled chest cavity there as well. His only weapon is this silver gun, which can fold up, allowing it to be tabbed in his vehicle mode. And we do get these speaker sections which are hidden away inside the front of the vehicle like that, so he can blast out some beats. Nice paint on those wheels. It's a really nice solid figure. It's kind of got that Generations Classics sort of vibe going on about it, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. We can't get the wings up like you would have with the toy version of Jazz, where they'd fold up out to the side there, because it's all part and parcel of the door. But for a figure this size, I think what they've done works a treat. The head can look up, and we can look down, we can go left, and we can go right, tilting side to side. The arms are on a ball socket, they can rotate around, up to the sides. We've got some shoulder curl, we've got a bend on the elbow and a rotation on the elbow, curl on those wrists, waist rotation there, no abdominal crunch forwards or backwards. Legs can come this far forwards, this far back, this far out to the side, upper thigh rotation, bend on that knee, and we have the twinkle toe effect where they can pivot and the toes themselves can go up and down. And I know it's not exactly perfect, but I think that kind of works for his shoulder mounted rocket launcher. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a great deal of Legends to hand at the moment due to the house move, but as you can see, here we have him alongside the Magic Square offering of Inferno, and I think they scale remarkably well. That looks exceptionally good. I've seen pictures of him alongside Bumblebee as well, and they all scale really nicely. I just need to find them. I've got them here somewhere. I've got Prime, etc. I found Prime's trailer, but not that that's really good for his robot mode. Now, to get him transformed up, let's just remove this. Your first port of action is to straighten everything up. His head is going to rotate all the way around, like so. This piece here opens like so. This piece here flips upwards like this, and his head is going to slide backwards into that void like that, and then this can just close off. Hands just flip inside the wrists like so. This torso piece is on a rocking hinge. You want to rock that all the way up so that the hand sections now slide nicely behind that piece of the torso, and then using those subwoofers on the shoulders, they should, mine's incredibly stiff, a tab in on either side like so. There we go, just straightening that piece up. The bonnet tab is going to come up and push down, locking into position. You then come around to these legs. These panel pieces here fold up and up like this. The feet pivot and the toes go inside that void. The waist rotates around, and then the legs are going to close up and over on themselves. Filling in that void, and we just push these in. And then once everything's pushed and tabbed in where it should be, these should just close off like so. The part I have the most problem with is rocking this piece here all the way back so that it lines up straight on the roof panel. That's probably the most difficult part. So I love this pearlescent white. It's not just a flat white. It's got kind of that pearly vibe to it. I could bring in the gun, and that just pegs in just on top like so. There we have Jazz, looking rather fetching. Lovely little alt mode there. Bravo. Now I know these are different companies. This is the DX9 trailer, but it's a shame. Size, height-wise, I don't know, even then, probably still looks a little bit too big. Maybe the trailer's too small, or maybe Jazz is too wide. What are your thoughts? And here he is alongside Inferno. I suppose you could always argue that these, of course, are separate lines. Maybe one's like a mini masterpiece, or one is a legend. It's up to yourselves. Personally, I like Jazz, but he's not as G1 accurate as I would like. Possibly Magic Square will give us a better version of Jazz. Someone of those other mini masterpiece creators out there. But for now, if you're an Iron Factory fan and you love that Iron Factory aesthetic, then Jazz is a must. He's a gorgeous looking bot. He's a fun toy, and he's still one of my favourite characters of all time. Can't beat a bit of Scatman. Until next time, from myself and Jazz, thanks for watching. Goodbye.